Welcome to the party, pal. Your for the neighborhood Master Chaos back with you once again for the final installment, fourth and final, of the Solid Metal Nightmares box set, the films of Shinya Tsukamoto. We're done. And, well, I've got some distressing news to report. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got two movies to talk about, as per usual. Here we have Kotoko and Killing, two K-titled films that share another distinction. They're both quite disappointing.
What? No!
I'm shocked to say it, but it's true. The last two movies in this box set just didn't do it for me, for various reasons. We'll start with Kotoko. That's the one that I think I should warn people about. This is a film, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. But it's a movie about mental illness, about a woman played by the pop singer Kotoko, who I was not familiar with, but apparently she's big in Japan. She had gone through similar mental health issues, so I hope she's well now. But the movie sort of charts similar events in her life. Anyway, her name is Kotoko. She's got a mental illness where she sees double. Like, she'll see a person just walking down the street, and then she'll see that person's double staring at her, and then that double charges at her. Very frightening concept, really freaky. Unfortunately, nothing is done with that. Nothing is really done with that, like the evil double attacking her kind of thing. But it does play into her paranoia when it comes to taking care of her baby. She has an infant. We don't know how she got pregnant. That's never really explained. She just has a baby. And we assume the father's, I don't know if she got raped or what happened. We don't really know. But the father's out of the story. She's scared for this baby. She wants to take care of this baby. But her paranoia, her psychosis, is affecting that. Warning number one. I'm a dad. I hate movies about babies in danger, kids getting killed, all that stuff. I just think it's awful. There's no reason for it. It's unnecessary. This movie has multiple scenes where children are either killed or in danger. For example, and I'm going to reveal this because I think you need to know going in to prepare yourself for this movie. There's a scene where she is envisioning a soldier in her house, and he's got a machine gun trained on the baby's head. The baby, I don't know what they did to the baby in real life. The baby is screaming frantically. I've never seen a child scream like this. It's almost like he knows he's going to die. It is heartbreaking. And I almost turned the movie off at that point. And the soldier shoots, and the baby's head explodes, and it's very realistic. Obviously, they didn't kill a baby, but it's so realistic that I almost said, "Fuck this movie, I'm turning it off." But I said, "No, I'm going to soldier on. I'm going to soldier on." And the movie delivers scene after scene of stuff like that. The baby getting hit by a car, her dropping the baby off the roof. There's so much in it that is just like, this almost feels like porn or some kind of fetish for people who want to hurt children. That's what it felt like. And now I know Shinya Tsukamoto is a father himself, and I know he wasn't doing that. But that shock value really, really affects this movie. And I know a lot of people have issues with Kotoko, and that's my problem with it. It is just so hard to watch. I'll be honest, I didn't watch the Tom Mez commentary. I decided to skip that because I could not sit through this movie again. Also, it feels very long. It's probably his longest movie on here. It's like 90-some minutes, over 90 minutes. And it drags. It drags. And I was just done with it. I did not want to watch it anymore. That being said, it is a good movie. It's a powerful movie. It's an affecting film. But fuck, man. I don't want to see a movie where children get hurt for no reason except to show that mental illness is bad. I know mental illness is bad. I know that. You don't need to fucking show me all this shit. And I worry for the people that come to this movie looking to see children get tortured and murdered in various ways, because it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, and it's awful, and I cannot recommend Kotoko. And for that reason, it gets no stars. It's one I will never rewatch, and I can never recommend. But if you like it, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Now, killing is something that would be right up my alley. I love samurai movies. I love chambara films. There's something so primal and amazing and entertaining about those types of movies. I've spoken about this before, but I feel if past lives do exist, then I feel I had a past life as a samurai. That's beside the point, because Killing is a very different type of samurai movie. It's more concerned about the philosophy of killing, what it takes to kill, and what makes a man in this era. It's a very interesting movie. There's a lot of themes. There's a lot of stuff subtextually running below the surface. But the movie itself, it's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess because there is almost no plot. And this is a very strange thing to say, but the movie feels almost plotless in the way it develops, because the way it begins is not the way it ends. And that's how most movies are, but in the case of this movie, we meet a sort of down-on-his-luck samurai who's helping out these farmers, and we think he's just kind of like taking some time off. We come to find out that he's scared. He doesn't really want to kill, even though he's super well fucking trained. And you would imagine he's been in some scraps for this guy to be so fucking good at what he does. And then we meet Shinya Tsukamoto's character, Sawamura, something like that. Mukono Shino is the scared guy, and Sawamura is Shinya Tsukamoto's character. He appears in the film, and he's recruiting. He's gonna go help the emperor regain something. I don't know much about Japanese history, but he sees Sawamura practice fighting with a farmer kid, and he says, "Hey, you gotta come with me. You gotta help me." And he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, okay, yeah, let's do that." And then these bandits, kind of bandit Ronin Ronin samurai bandits come into the farmland, and the farmer kid that I'm gonna call him Moku because his name is too long, that Moku was practicing with, gets attacked, and basically the farm is like, okay, go fuck them up, because they attacked one of our own, and Moku's like, no, we shouldn't, and everyone starts calling him a coward. The girl he loves is like, turns her back on him, and then he decides, okay, fine, I'm gonna go do it, and it's kind of a revenge movie, but that's really kind of the middle of the movie. Where it turns out that the reason he's afraid to attack is because he's never killed before, and he's scared to kill. So Sawamura comes to the rescue and kills everybody, and Sawamura still wants him to come with him to attack the emperor, or not attack the emperor, I guess rescue the emperor, whatever the hell. And Moku runs away. He's scared. So the rest of the movie, the third act of the movie, is Sawamura mad at Moku and chasing him through the woods, trying to kill him. So you see what I mean? I'm not going to give anything away as to how it turns out, but you see what I mean about the movie just kind of like wanders through the plot. There's no structure, like, we need samurai soldiers, there's bandits, kill the bandits. Okay, that's a movie. Seven Samurai, whatever. This is a movie that almost is struggling to find its way in the world, if that makes any sense. It's struggling to find its place in the plot. And it's kind of a slog to watch, because you're like, well, what are we doing? What's happening? Where are we going? Like, what's happening here? What is the story here? I don't understand. By the end of the movie, and this is typical of a lot of Shinya Tsukamoto's movies, it's similar with Snake of June, where you don't really know the plot till the end. I guess the plot of the movie is in the title. It's all about killing, the art of killing, what it takes to kill, all that stuff. And that's powerful. It's a powerful theme, but the movie, in my opinion, drags its ass too much, and is not a rewarding experience. Unlike Vital or Snake of June is a rewarding experience. Yeah, it's just kind of a nothing movie. I was not moved. I was not impressed. I was not, on the edge of my seat with this one. And I really, really, really wanted to love this one because I love samurai stuff. But this was just kind of a huge letdown. There was like nothing to it. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. And Killing's going to get 2 stars. And I'm shocked that it's that low, but I got 2 stars. This is probably going to be the shortest review because I'm not a fan of these movies, so I'm just busting through these. Special features, not as many as the other ones here, but enough. You still get enough. You get a commentary track from Tom Mes on both films. The Killing commentary track is interesting, but it doesn't necessarily fill you in on anything new. So I don't think it's an essential watch. The Kotoko one, I said I skipped it. I just could not rewatch that movie. On here, you also have a 47-minute career-spanning interview. I was going to say genre-spanning, but career-spanning interview with Shinya Tsukamoto. A recent one, I think exclusive to this release for Arrow. 47 minutes. And I'll be honest, he touches on almost everything. Every answer he gives, we've heard before in other special features. So I don't know that you necessarily need to hear it. Or you could start here, watch this 47-minute, and then skip all the other archival interviews because they're all... He pretty much says the same thing. So he doesn't really touch on new ground there whatsoever. Speaking of archival interviews, you do get one on Kotoko. There's no specials for Killing beyond the commentary. No specials for Killing at all. No archivals for Killing, nothing like that. You do get an archival for Kotoko, him talking about the themes and explaining the background of the movie. And that was illuminating because I had no idea what the movie was about or why it existed. So knowing that it was based on this singer Coco's life, I get where he was coming from, but I still think it's a fucking difficult watch. And that'll do, my brother from another mother. You guys get back in there as well. That is the Solid Metal Nightmares box set from Arrow Films, the films of Shinya Tsukamoto. Should you get it? My final verdict is yes. There's a lot of really amazing stuff in here. I mean, I'll rank them real quick for you, since this video is going to be a little shorter than normal. Ranking real quick. Let's go Vital, Tetsuo. I'm gonna put Tetsuo at number 2. That's pretty phenomenal shit. Snake of June, Bullet Ballet, Tokyo Fist. Then I would do Tetsuo 2, then Killing, Kotoko, way at the fucking end. What a hard ass watch that movie is. Gosh, there's no excuse for the movie being like that. In my opinion. But again, our experiences, our life colors, the way we experience art, the way we experience cinema. That's just the way it is, my dude. And that's my thoughts on the complete Solid Metal Nightmares box set. And that is the end of this 4-part in-depth review of that box set. Now, what am I doing next? Well, I'm going to be plunging balls deep into the Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee from Severin Films. I feel like I've been doing a lot of Severin in-depth reviews, but they have a lot of giant box sets. So that's what I'm going to do, because the Severin sale is coming up for 2021. Halfway. Anyway, my friend, thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the Solid Metal Nightmares, the films of Shinya Tsukamoto. I hope you've enjoyed these. Did you like these specific movies? Did you hate them? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Two-way street here. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. For now, my friend, I bid you adieu. Remember, I love you very much. As a matter of fact, I love you just the way you are. Take care of yourself. I wish you the best. Remember, hang in there. It's going to get better, I promise. Until then, I remain to be continued.